Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be doing DIY spring Easter mantle, and I'm going to show you step by step what I did. I got the greens from Hobby Lobby and I love the choices they have there. You can't go wrong by going to Hobby Lobby and getting all your flowers. Most of my flowers did come from Hobby Lobby for this video, and I'm going to show you what I'm doing step by step here. I had this vision for this mantle for creating an Easter look, and you're going to see step by step me adding in flowers. I had wanted to use pink roses, some purples, and a lot of pastel colors, and bringing in a little bit of the whites. And as I'm doing it step by step, I'm just adding in roses, as you can see, tucking it underneath the greenery. I didn't really want to cut the stems off the roses because I wanted to be able to reuse the roses later if I wanted to. I added in a few cute little bunnies, also from Hobby Lobby. Can't go wrong with little cute bunnies in an Easter mantle. So you'll see me just tucking roses in step by step, and I did use a lot of flowers for this video. I wanted to be colorful and very cheerful, very spring-like, and nothing's glued. Everything's just kind of set in place so that later on it's easy to take apart and I can reuse a lot of the items. And I didn't want to forget the sides either, because doing the sides, it gives you a nice look from both sides of the room. So I made sure I took care of the sides of the mantle also. And I had the vision of having a very full look to the mantle and very like a drape look on the sides, like drooping down, and that little piece in the middle. But to me, it's just turning out absolutely gorgeous. I'm loving this, and I'm going to add a bird's nest in. I have a cord that's there, and I wanted to cover that cord, so I decided to use the bird's nest to cover the cord and bringing up the bunnies up further to the front. And now you're going to see me adding in a few Easter eggs, and it just turned out absolutely gorgeous. Beside the mantle, I'm adding in this old radio flyer wagon that my grandmother gave to me, which I love and I used many times over and over. This time I'm using it for putting in some bunnies from Michael's and some greenery, and I'll be adding a few flowers in here just to give it another spring touch, and a giant Easter egg. And that's all I'm going to be doing for this. It's going to turn out so cute. If you guys are enjoying today's video, by the way, consider giving a like and subscribe. It all helps the channel, and I appreciate that so much. On my end table, I kept my lantern and I added in a glass cloche with a cute bunny inside and some gingham ribbon on both of those items. And I just added in a simple bird picture for spring, and I think it looks really cute the way it turned out. I added in this topiary tree, and trying to give it an Easter look, I added a bow and some cute daisies to it. And if you'll notice at the bottom and the top of the topiary, I added these two little tiny chicks. I thought they were a cute add-in for Easter. And I'm just going to add in some bunnies at the bottom here with some Easter eggs. I'm adding in bunny pillows in the middle of the couches. I kept the other pillow covers the same and just added in the bunny. Now I'm just going to head over and do my coffee table. I'm adding in this beautiful runner, and I'm going to add a tray because I think everything looks better on a coffee table when it's added into a tray. And I'm going to add in some fabric just to give it a little bit of that pink color that I'm looking for Easter. And using a teapot, and I'm going to add in some pretty tulips that I have from Amazon. And I'm going to add in whites and pinks. I'm keeping this also very light and airy looking. I didn't want too much on the table, just a little bit of Easter touches. And I'm going to add in this basket I ended up purchasing from, it was actually a thrift find. And I'm going to add some moss and some eggs. And these eggs were very, very cute. I love the patterns on these. I love the colors of them. And they were purchased actually from the dollar store. And I'm just going to add in a nest just to give that extra Easter look. I'm going to add in this box that I've had for years. And just putting a flower on top. Adding on a candle. And on my chair, I'm going to add in this Happy Easter pillow cover. Again, I love the pinks and the blues together. And on this table, I only added in one thing, and it was just little cute little egg with the little chicks inside. Other than that, everything pretty much stayed the same. And on my other end table, I decided to make up a basket, adding in some extra tulips that I had, and I added some books and a nest. And I have this cute little bunny that I wanted to add to it. I got this bunny at a craft show, and I wanted to add her in this year. A few little Easter eggs and some carrots to finish this off. we're getting to the end of today's video, and I just want to say thank you so much for joining me, and happy Easter, everyone. We're going to show you an overview of how everything turned out, and I hope you enjoy. Toodaloo, and we'll see you next time.